Hello, everybody. Welcome back to WWTF. We want the Fast Gamer Show. I am MikeC.
And I'm Fred Y. That we're now on TikTok now, y'all. Follow us on TikTok, man. Let's get these subscribers up so we can go live.
What's done? So we talk to you today about bundling. That wonderful word called bundling. What should actually come with the game to make it better, to make it more consumer friendly, for one, with these massive titles that are coming up, which are way over 100 gigs of information to play some of these games, which these CDs, we call it Blu-ray disc or whatever, just a placeholder so you can download something else far as from the game because it's not a complete game that you get. So Fred, talk to us about bundling, brother.
Now, all of us that wanted these next-gen game systems should have them now because the scalpers are, you can go inside the Walmart, the Target, Kmart, or you can go inside the thrift store now and you can pick a PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X. You can pick all this stuff up. What we're getting to is that games like Call of Duty are so massive. And then we patented this on the show a couple of days ago. What happens is you do a mic, right? And what a mic is that you delete a game that you now can't never get back. That game was PT. Mike deleted PT, and now you can't get it back. You can't download it, right? And this is what happens when you have to install some of these games that's over 200-300 gigs, which is ridiculous, right? So let me give y'all a little education. I don't know if these games are on Blu-ray disc or whatever. Now, Blu-ray discs are 25 gigs, have that capacity, right? Let's step back a little bit with DVD disc and dual layer disc, right? Dual layer was 8 gigs. Regular DVD discs were like 4 gigs, right? So when we had our older game systems, the limit was 4 gigs, right? If you had a dual layer disc, you had to flip it to the other side to get the information. So it was a double-sided disc that you wrote on both sides, right? The Blu-ray held more capacity. The Blu-ray held 25 gigs. Then you had the dual layer Blu-ray disc, which held 50 gigs, right? So I did have some around here somewhere. And now with games coming out, games are higher than that, right? They have more data, they have more information on there. That's why when you buy your game and you bring it home, it takes you until the next day to play it, especially if you have a slower internet connection. Is Mike?
I'm still here. Go ahead.
Oh, so that's why you have to download these games as soon as you get home. You have to, because they're never completed, right? So when you buy these discs, those is just a placeholder that says that you have the game, right? And if you don't have an internet connection, then you're not able to get the full game. Look at Mortal Kombat 1. When you brought Mortal Kombat 1, you didn't get all the characters that was in Mortal Kombat 1 until you downloaded that patch. Then that's when you got the characters on there. So that is proof that none of these games are on there, especially on the Switch. Now the Switch, those little cartridges don't hold a lot of data. Then it's not as massive as the disc that you get for your Xbox or your PlayStation, right? So those are just placeholders. That just says, hey, yeah, the nigga went out and brought the game. That's all. That's all it says. You just got the game. Now you need to buy the rest of it, right? It's like if you went to Morton's to go get a TD coat, you go inside Morton's and you just get the Michael Jackson part, right? You just get the vest, but then you gotta go home and they'll mail you your sleeves. That's ridiculous. I want the sleeves, and by the way, in the back of me, that's my Michael Jackson beat it jacket. So I want the whole jacket. I want the sleeves that come with it. So you're not getting that when you buy these games. What we're saying is it would be best if you package these games instead of them coming on the disc, put them on a SSD drive for the PlayStation 5 or put it on one of those Seagate cards for the Xbox, because you can play off those cards. Now, if there was a way, and I don't know why the I can see the Xbox, but not the PlayStation 5. The PlayStation 5 has a USB-C port on it. And if y'all know what the USB-C port can do, it can do 100 different things at once. And it's a powerful port, that USB-C port, right? But PlayStation 5 has not utilized it. Or can they utilize it? Can you put a USB-C drive inside of the PlayStation 5 for you to be able to store PlayStation 5 games on it and be able to play on it, instead of storing it on a external hard drive and then putting it back on there, right, to play it? And that is it's just time consuming, and it's just frustrating for you to want to keep your digital games, if that's all that you buy, or the games in general, putting it on a different drive, and you want to go back and you want to play that game. Hey, I want to go back and play God of War because now it has another expansion. Now I gotta wait an hour and a half for it to come off of that old hard drive I put on it back on there, and then I gotta find. I don't want to delete the games that I have on here now to play this game. I wish they would just put it on an SSD drive. And on both of my PlayStation 5s, I have a unit that takes my SSD drive and makes it an external drive, and I got it from Amazon. I'll put the link in the description. I'll put it in there so y'all can so y'all can get one. And I recommend you get it, because now you can purchase multiple SSD drives. I'm sorry, M.2 drives. M.2 drives. You can purchase multiple M.2 drives and put your games in there, and you can play off those M.2 drives, right? And that's what we're saying with this new Call of Duty that's coming out. Put it on the M.2 drive for the PlayStation owners, and put it on one of those Seagate fast cards for the Xbox owners, so we don't have to keep deleting games. It's just, we want instant gratitude. We want Genesis. We want Xbox. We want Nintendo, right? We want Nintendo 64. We want to be able to put the game in, boot it up, hey, and play it.
Yep. Ready to go. Yep.
So
that would be cool.
All we're saying is, I'm sorry if I kept saying SSD, but for PlayStation, when you make these games, bundle it or just put it on the M.2 drive, right? And then have PlayStation make some type of official gadget that can have your your M.2 drive to be external, like the one I got from off of Amazon, right? And it works. I got my games on that one, and I got a couple of PlayStation drives around here. And I got, okay, this is that. And when I'm ready to play it, wait for it to cool down for 5 minutes and then swap it out. Put your SSD in there, bam. Same for my Xbox Series X and my Xbox Series S. Some of my games, like Flight Simulator, I don't have to worry about putting it on both of my Xboxes. I just got it on that Seagate drive. And if I wanted to play it on the Series X, I'll just put it on the Series X. If I wanted to play it on the Series S, I'll put it on the Series S. And that makes it more convenient. And that makes it a lot better for consumers to do that. And it'll be better because you don't have no space as is on these consoles when they out the gate, when you get it home. You're limited. If you do 3 or 4 games, if you do about like 2 games that has the capacity of Call of Duty, you're SOL.
Well, you know how I feel about that. Go ahead and bundle it and make it easy for everybody. So, yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, we just wanted to hit y'all with that a little quick. And again, we're on TikTok now, man. Get us up to, I think it's 1,000 subscribers before you can go live. Yeah. Let's get up to 1,000, man, so we can go live on TikTok.
Let's do the thing, man. And like always, you guys can hit us up at thagamersshow@gmail.com. That's Gamershow for today. Don't forget to head over to Facebook store page to find little prices. Don't forget to tell everybody about when we drop these videos. Hit that bell to be notified. And thanks, as always, for tuning into The Game Show.
And we'll see you next time on WWTF.
What the facts?
Gamer Show.
See you next time. Keep watching as always. Thanks for tuning in. Peace, y'all.